The Wall Street. This is the Wall Street Beat Show, Crypto and Crypto. And if you didn't know, now you know, bitches. There's Wall Street, I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto, don't flip, yo. There's Wall Street, I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto, don't flip, yo. Talks about niggas Crypto and Crypto. We got these indicators, don't be a hater or a hoe. I gotta let you know, we're making Crypto and Crypto. Hit the like and subscribe, we're going on the run. I get excited when I buy crypto. I said I get excited when I buy crypto. You gotta keep your emotions. I said I get excited when I buy. It's time to settle the score. You don't wanna trade crypto no more. If you don't understand that emotion, will take you to another place, and now you'll chase the red candle, can't stand you. There's Wall Street, I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto, don't flip, yo. Everybody buy up really high.
Wall Street Pete, Crypto in Crypto. Want to learn how to make Crypto in Crypto? You hit that like, you hit that subscribe. Every day we talking about going on a ride, going to the moon and going soon. How's everybody doing this evening? Feeling pretty good. Having a retracement, having a relaxing sideways Bitcoin. Be tuned for some high volatile something tomorrow. The Feds will be meeting tomorrow. Let's talk about that for a second. Every single time they have done that, we could go back to the dates over and over and over. We have gotten some volatile, crazy action, right? So let's get into it. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on. We already know that's in detail. A couple things, the crypto news you talk about here, we get. You hit the like, subscribe, we go over it. Polygon rounds off an active week with this developing hope. Right now, soaring high of late, Polygon is back again in the heat of the mix, and it ain't the heat here that we've been getting hit with in the eastern coast. Woo! 105 degrees today, it feels like. That's what my car was saying. But we're talking about a different kind of heat. Heating up, baby. The network started in August with a new raft of developments. The updates look to have affected Matic's price over the week. The token noted 7.5% surge over the week at 92 cents according to the coin market cap. Polygon Matic has responded to improving market conditions in recent days with its uptrend movement. So what's going on? The network has released a new update. So there's new updates for Polygon Matic. With the host established companies this week. Firstly, Eccentric, a decentralized data marketplace developed by Mercedes-Benz, has been deployed on Polygon mainnet. Eccentric ensures transactions on the Polygon are performed with significantly low gas fees using Ocean Protocol technology. And then basically, what I was just going to say, I don't want to talk to this whole thing as we see we'll be here, but what happened, I was pretty excited. They came out with their own NFT showing, and pretty sweet. Nothing over the top here. But before I got into any more and started reading this long, boring article, came out with their first NFT, and the biggest news was wallets. Service Trust Wallet has announced a deal with Meta to support Ethereum and Polygon's NFTs on Instagram. So that was pretty much what I wanted to get to. Pretty big exciting news for Polygon, right? We talked about the news about Disney, how it's already going to be partnered, and I expect big things over the coming years as they decide what they're going to do with that. So hit that like, hit that subscribe, please. Trying to get to 100 likes on one of these videos soon, right? Real quick though, Chainlink ditches Ethereum proof of work forks for proof of stake after the merge. So something to pay attention to, older news. Maybe we went over it real quick, but I just wanted to let everyone know. Seems like everyone's starting to change over what's happening and how their transactions work. Everybody's trying to just copy and be like Bitcoin, right? Isn't that the truth? So hit that like and subscribe. You already know about that. The Bitcoin fear and greed index currently right now is at 30. So the level of fear is currently 30. We are now approaching over the in extreme fear. That seems to be over, which is a very good thing. Total market cap, 1.09, not too bad. I expect to stay above the 1.07 if we are to continue this. And I told you this morning I had a couple things in mind, and it was kind of bothersome. You may have watched the video, you may not have. It was on my way driving, and it was in my thought that, well, we talked about this Ethereum price action, right? We talked about how exciting this was. And I said there should be an upward W coming in here, and so far, exactly as we look to be getting. What I was thinking here, last night as I was going to bed, right, we talked about how Dogecoin, May of 2021, Elon Musk, he went on live, Saturday Night Live, and he spoke about bullshit, right? All it was buy the rumor, sell the news. What if this is starting to price in the Ethereum price, and I do believe 2000 could be a peak, which is kind of concerning because everyone believes there's something happening, and myself, I believe that if we get this big pump, we could still be considered in this bearish trend. So I have to be careful. What are we looking at in the old grand scheme of things? And I've been saying that lately. Humongous falling wedge. And I don't want to make nobody nervous at all. But if you pay attention to that humongous slope, this is where we currently are in the price right now. And we absolutely need to get a nice bounce to correlate with what's happening here on the weekly for Bitcoin. So that was Ethereum real fast. Just going to the weekly chart really quick. I want to show you a couple things. And this is pretty much what we're talking about. Master P. What's up? Viral videos in the house. Hugh's in the house, Sean's in the house. What's going on, guys? I hope you're having a wonderful evening. Just looking at the weekly here on Bitcoin, right? The weekly chart for the relative strength index. How beautiful is that, right? The last few times we've done that, we already know. Last time we did that, we went from 30,000 to 60,000 Bitcoin. So pretty interesting to know that. The last time we went to this low RSI, what I say, we went to about 30,000 to 65. So pay attention definitely to mention on that. That's what's pretty interesting here. There could be a big move coming. We don't know. We'll find out until we get there. So we're breaking this down right now. Looking a little bullish on the MACD weekly as well. So that's kind of exciting if you pay attention to the bottom here. This is the weekly chart for Bitcoin. And I wanted to just switch back for the RSI level. As you can see, I told you in the last few videos, I thought this was very bullish. Pretty excited because the last few times you could see down here, what did we get next from there? Well, we got some big moves all the way from 2015 in January. So this is kind of exciting. So going over all the news we went over today, told you I like Harmony One token big time. Big one. What is that? Can you get that off my screen? What is that? I've never seen that before. This is new. This is the very beginning. You've made your way through all available data. I have never seen that before. That's wild. That's my first time seeing that. TradingView puts up so many different new things. So weekly chart, I'm going to break it down, get to something a little more 4 hourly. You know I love the 4 hourly. Getting our views here of what Ethereum and Bitcoin's going to do. And of course, we're looking at Bitcoin right now. I came to a video this morning with you and updated really quick in the morning and said, hey, be careful. We cannot break through below this right here. This would be a problem. 22.6. And you know what's funny? We're actually hitting this 23,000 support level instead. So we actually flipped the last resistance, currently right about here, into support. So this is actually really great. This is great news. This is currently a little spot here on TradingView from the July 24th of this year. We are now hitting, hopefully holding support, if not the next level. Like I said, I always give you multiple levels. Pay attention to the next level. 22.6 is important. Not further away, so it's really something just to pay attention to right now. But we should be able to hold that. That would be the last straw for me, because then I would start wondering what is happening here. So pay attention to this price still. 22.6, as I told you this morning in a video. If you watched it this morning, you hit the like, hit the subscribe, you hit the bell, all notifications. So basically, you can talk with us live instead of getting a video, right? Not many people like watching old videos. What's going on, single guy? How are you doing this evening? We talked about a couple things, little Polygon news, little Chainlink. You already know probably it's 2 days old with Chainlink proof of stake switching over. But I believe it's going to affect the price, right? Chainlink really didn't see nothing. Real quick, I want to show you. Chainlink didn't get anything. $6, I guess, to $8. It was a $2 move, but if you do the percentage-wise, I guess you really would understand a little more in depth of what we're currently getting and what's the price now, because I don't want to inflate the percentage. 38% on Chainlink. So I guess that's pretty sweet to talk about. Ethereum, what did we talk about? Where we went a little further. And Ethereum, I told you, 1125. Let's get some Ethereum. Something's happening. We talked about the merge. We did all the updates, and we got about a 60% move. So the 60% is clearly much better This is Ethereum, and obviously this is what we're talking about. This is the big boy. Shoulder is going to create, like I said in many other videos, to the 2000. So I'm waiting. Weekly correlates with Ethereum and Bitcoin. I want to talk about both of them. I want to get back to Bitcoin. We're just jumping around right now because a lot of people don't understand how important it was that we closed above the price of that 22.7 I spoke of on Bitcoin. But looking here, resistance at the 1730. It's still continuing to happen. We'll be waiting for something to happen here. And if you can see here on the weekly from this mess, there we go. Get rid of the mess. Currently right now, I don't know if I wanted that. We're going to break down Ethereum really quick because I think we're going to break out tomorrow stronger. I think this is just a nice little bounce. And if you notice, right, the trend is your friend to the end, all the way from January of this year. I'm sorry, January of 2021, not this year, 2 years ago. So if you pay attention to this, which is pretty sweet, we've been doing nothing but going down. Well, that's pretty crazy. That's the craziest RSI level of Ethereum I probably have ever looked at. This is the weekly chart if you want to catch up, get a better understanding of what we're paying attention to. Eventually, right, and what happened here the last time we did this kind of thing, May 29th, 2017. When did we keep going? Oh, 2 years. See the bottom? Let me get, oh, you see it, the 17 by my face, 2017 May, and 2019 of June, or January, excuse me, we started bouncing back up. So wait, this trend was 2 years on the RSI level down before we went up? But wait a minute, didn't we just do that again? January 21 to now, to 22? So like I said, it was 2 years ago from January 21. That is something to pay attention to. So this is awesome. I may really want to just keep that there for a reminder of how beautiful this looks. Wow. RSI level on the weekly is giving us a huge indicator that we may be bouncing to the top. If we did do that and everything came with that, wow, that would blow past the 2000, that's for sure. What's going on, Lyrics? Lyrics in the house. We got a couple people asking some questions here, and chat is getting a little hot, I understand. I got a big bag of OP at $1.60. Do you see a better entry price? Okay. Lyric says, what's up? Rally Coin got listed on Gary Gently's security list. I heard about that. Be careful. I heard, be very careful about that. The security, the Gently security, I heard to be very careful on the exchange. Just Google it to double check. Yes, hit the like and subscribe, please. I meant to say Gary Gensel Security. Yeah, I think I knew what you meant. I could have sworn I seen some, it could have been FUD, but somebody was talking about that security exchange. Be careful, do not use it. Something is wrong. So currently right now, what's happening to the Ethereum price? We're hitting big resistance at the bottom of the exponential moving average ribbon here. But it's okay. Because if you pay attention, definitely to mention on here, the action, the Bollinger Bands are getting tight. And it just so happens, the Feds are going to meet tomorrow. So, oh, okay. So, if I was looking at this, excuse me, we're still going down. The trend is your friend until the end. Would not be surprised if Ethereum did kind of break down. So, you know what I'm going to have to do here? This brings out to an excellent point of view here. We're going to break down Ethereum pretty hardcore right now. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. We can get over OP. We can go over it. I wasn't ignoring you guys. Just so much to talk about with Ethereum and what I wanted to get over here. And when I'm done with Ethereum, perhaps we could spend a little time and see what's happening with what you're speaking of with OP. What do you think about Chilling Coin? I don't know much about it, so I can't give you my opinion. I'd have to do a little research on it first. But I'm trying to get to this jump right here. If you pay attention to this move, we've been doing some really nice things. This is the 4 hourly of Ethereum. What we get? Well, we got currently, it looks like we got that 50% pullback in the golden pocket pretty strong. So that's something to pay attention to, right? Golden pocket just about came down. I think we talked about this. It was like, I believe I told everybody this was going to come down. It was going to fall, right? We looked great. We actually got a lot of subscribers for this fall that we called. Coming back to the upside, looking pretty good. I think it was 1652, so it may have been somewhere else. Maybe it was this one right here. Yeah, it was this call. Wow, time is flying so fast. So we're looking at Ethereum right now. The breakdown on this fall. We're going to have to see what we do on the Fibonacci one more time as I find the support level coming through this last fall. All right, so we got 50% pullback on the last one. Okay, perfect. So now on this one, we are falling below the 50%, which is, I would expect this. This wouldn't really surprise me too much. Where we need to bounce and where we need to hold automatically is very important, where I'm going to tell you right now. Right now we're trading, are we really trading 1659? Oh wow, we're falling down pretty hard right now. Thank you, I appreciate that, Lyric. He's saying I'm very accurate with my technical analysis. Well, I take my time, and some people find it boring, some people find this really fun. But right now, currently, relative strength, we are bouncing down dramatically. Whoa! Look at that on the 4-hourly, ladies and gentlemen. So this is a good thing. Every single time I get into an asset or I hear big news and things of this nature, we get high volatile waves, and it's already happening before we even get till tomorrow, which is insane. 1.09 trillion market cap, so nothing significant has jumped out. Still looking pretty strong here, but what I do see is a fall coming down. All right, so if this does happen, no big deal. We'll come down and probably test this price right here. Won't be the end of the world, but we're going to probably test 1609. This is scary. The thing that we cannot do is break that. We cannot break that price. So currently right here, we may test this bottom support from August 4th of 2022. This is a problem. This is something to pay attention. What's up, Gary? Gary in the house, Jasmine King, as he says. Snoochie Booch in the house. What's going on? I am doing amazing, my brother. I hope you're doing awesome as well. Paying attention to a 4-hourly chart on Ethereum. And currently right now, what I see on this chart is a quick head and shoulders pattern. So looking pretty good on that. I actually like this chart a lot. This is where we break down. This is how we break down the total crypto market cap. I told you, what I tell you? 22.6 for Bitcoin this morning. Isn't that what I said to you this morning? I said, please be careful. I said, because 22.6 is going to test. I said, and we expect a big bounce, hopefully, from there. That's what we do, and we're getting very close to it, so let's not get excited yet. Still falling. Obviously, manipulation's coming here at its best. They want you to shit your pants. That's why everybody's jumping online right now. Apparently, we're getting a nice dip, a nice fall. And as you see somewhere here, there's two little levels. Old resistance, what I'm getting from here on July 24th, this is what I'm showing, which is why I'm hoping support coming through the 1607, 1609 price, which is expected, right? Flipping old resistance into support. You could probably get rid of this number now and say goodbye to that. Don't freak out anymore, but this is what I'm expecting. So this is exactly what I'm looking at. What I was looking at before, I wanted to show you before I get interrupted with the head and shoulders. This is exactly what I'm expecting. So don't be shocked. Do not be shocked. If we do something similar to this, would not surprise me at all. I want to sound funny. And then, obviously, after we get done with this, what is this? Well, it depends on tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a big factor. Does tomorrow's Fed's meeting impact the stock market? That's a big tell right there. That's very important. But what we could be getting right now is a head and shoulders pattern. It's to the downslope, obviously, once we get to here. And then we'll see. There's a chance maybe we go there right now. But that could be where we're developing the shoulder. So the right shoulder would come up with a dead cat bounce off this bounce. I would prefer it to do this and not really have a shoulder and lift off. If we are getting this head and shoulders pattern, then most likely you're going to need to get an inverted head, which is going to bring us down lower and scare the bejesus out of everybody. So let's see what happens there. 1500. The ultimate low is 1584 from the previous low where we started this nice little run. So 1580, I don't see us going any more below there if we're getting this inverted head and shoulders pattern I'm trying to speak of. So we would get the inverted head coming down, would probably establish it at the 1580. I'm guessing 1611, 1609 in that range is going to be where we go. And we should be okay. So let's hope that this head and shoulders pattern is really not forming, even though that's what I see. So I really don't want that. I hit your like button 10 times, but I only allowed once. Wish I could hit it for everyone that don't, because I would make up for everyone. Trust me, you deserve it. Man, don't make me blush on here. But I appreciate that. I do. You have no clue. You have no clue. What's that saying? you can't appreciate if you can't appreciate a cup of coffee, then you really can't appreciate a nice yacht. It was more to the saying, but I loved it, and it was a great saying. Point is here we go, getting a big wick to the downside. Why not? We've gotten huge, massive runs to the upside, as you can see. Ethereum obviously seems to have topped out at this current point in time. When was that date? That was the 8th yesterday. At 8 o'clock. So 8 o'clock, you could have gotten out at 18.19 if you were a lucky bastard. I don't care who you are, not many people got out at that price. But you got a dollar cost average in on the dip, so you can enjoy it and have a sip. Pay attention to what's happening here on the long term. We already called this. A lot of people know. I said this was coming at 11,125, and I said 1735 would be a problem up to the cup here. That's about where we went, and there's the handle, or here's the handle. It doesn't matter, another cup inside a cup. I'm just excited. So looking at this chart here, we have a few things to do. We gotta get through past tomorrow. That's the biggest thing right now. I'm waiting for tomorrow. So if you're on the sidelines right now and you have liquid and you don't know what to do, I would hold off right now. Not financial advice, of course, never. But just a gentleman twice as nice telling you, who used to work on the New York Mercantile Exchange on Wall Street. If it means anything to anyone, I would not jump into anything right now. Thank you so much. If you can't find joy in a cup of coffee, you won't find it in a yacht. Gratitude treats all things the same. Thank you so much. I wish I had something to give you. I swear to God I do. Thank you so much. That is amazing. I love that saying. Currently right now, the Vessel Hard Fork is coming. It's coming out this month. It's August. It's 1/3 over. Summer has 3 weeks left. If you didn't do anything this summer, you better get your ass up and do something. We're running out of time. So, if I'm looking at this chart from when we started flipping here, what I'm seeing is high volatile waves, even in Cardano. What I do see and what I do like and why I did that is because each and every single time we have done that, we've created a new higher low, which is a good thing. So I can hopefully continue to do this with the entire market, even Cardano, and we will be in pretty good shape. Going to find out and test out where that new higher low is going to be, even on Cardano. Obviously, the entire market will show that. But like I said, if you watched this morning's video, I did show you early this morning. Let's see. Not many people watched it. Not a surprise, but it's okay. I am not mad at you. I am not mad at you at all. But if you watched us, you would have watched this morning's video, Dogecoin, doing the same thing. What if Ethereum is priced in? And that's kind of what I was getting at. If anybody was interested in that, but that was this morning's video 13 hours ago, and I said 22.6 would ultimately be the price. Hit that like. If you're not subscribed, please, I don't know what you're doing. Hit the bell button up here. Hit the bell all notifications when we go live. You get these right away, please, for the sake of me. So, as you know, all the altcoins are trying to figure out what Bitcoin did. We'll figure it out. Make sure you hit that heart, hit that like, subscribe, whatever it is. It's very important to all the YouTubers. If you find someone you like, don't be a hater. Be a lover, right? Hit that heart. So that's what we're talking about right now. I don't want to really take it too long. We'll go check out OP. That's what we do. You hit the like, subscribe. You can tell Wall Street what you're trading, what you like. Do you agree with me? Do you not agree with me? It's okay. We're allowed to have opinions. These are some of my best opinions, right? OP said he got it to $1.60. Well, if you look at my charts, as we already have here, we started doing a Fibonacci sequence. And the Fibonacci sequence, from what I see here, bounced off the 50% one time already. Okay, so if it bounced off the 50% one time, and this is, I hate when I bite my tongue. And this is what we're looking at right here. What's happening now is we're flipping support, resistance into old resistance again. This is an interesting chart right now. I would be very careful on this. I see a head and shoulders pattern. And if you see before, as you can see here, these were the levels I was going to watch. I would dollar cost average in, coming from the $1.65 here, of course. You're going to watch it come down a little lower. This is OP, as I promised. for one of our followers, relative strength index chart, and whoo, wow! If I was a trading man, and I don't know if I am, no, I am. Let's be real. That's a buy, chai. That's a big buy, ladies and gentlemen. And like I said, none of this is financial advice. But if I were to tell you right now, watching that nice, beautiful bounce right there, you'd have me doing a couple things. This is OP. This is now part of the Flow engine, right? This is part of the Flow blockchain. This is pretty good, actually. I like this. Optimism. Much optimism. You don't really need much looking at this chart. Few times, as you could see, got a nice bounce. This big V shape, well, you see the V shape here. It's already been established. Looking at this chart from July 12th, this is a 4-hourly ticket for what it is. But as you can see, we got the red bounce there. Same thing, the V, V, as you can see, it went up in price. Whether it was a dead cat bounce, you'd have to find out. This is not a dead cat bounce. This is clearly a nice bounce to the upside. So you take that for what it is. What we'll establish here and what I'm going to pay attention to on this road for this exact token, you're going to find out immediately that $1.75, that's something you're going to want to pay closely attention to. What I would do, and this is totally up to you, you do what you want, take 10, 20% on this bounce that's coming. It's coming right now. We could probably watch this, but it would take time. Crypto does take time. What I see happening here, and what I see, is a nice 175. If you want to sell out, and I don't know where you're at on your entry, obviously, but if you want to sell out of that 184, that 183 price is twice as nice. As you can see, August 3rd, all the way to the 9th, we spent almost a whole week finding out what the hell it was going to do, and it finally got too boring sideways action at a point where people started selling. Double top formations started happening one too many times, and then the price fell, came down, and now we're going to find out if this is a dead cat bounce or not. Dead cat bounce, if this is, it will start probably around the 175-ish, and you'll give you a double bottom end pattern. You might want to pay attention to that. If that is what occurring, then you may definitely pay attention. What I believe is going to happen is we're going to touch the 180, and that's when you're going to find some serious resistance. So I would take this. I do not currently have this token right now, but if you look here in the big thing here, left shoulder, big head, now the right shoulder comes, right? And then we find out, was this BS? Are we going to the top, or are we going back down? So there's a lot of things to find out here, but I do know, and I am telling you from here, we have a nice pull. We have a nice rally coming. That is a fact. So the only way that's not happening is if all of a sudden some FUD comes up, or there is a Reddit meeting and they pull the rug, or they do something stupid, or they switch to another asset, and that's why. There's really no other reason. This will go up and should go up. So pay attention to that. I think right now it is a good buy currently to answer that question. So that took a little time. What else do we have going on here? Let's see. Damn, 9 assets in question are AMP, Rally, DEX, XYO, Rare Governance Token, RGT. Wow, you got a lot of them. Yeah, so this is what the problem is. I'm not going to tell you whether it's good or bad. What's up, Joe? Joe said BTC had a little drop in the last hour. Yes, we were talking about that. BTC, everything's been falling, obviously, in the last hour. As you can see, we were trading pretty nice prices, and now all of a sudden, Bitcoin just happens to be bouncing off a price I said we need to bounce off and pay attention to. What else is there, right? No surprise there. I do believe if we can get a nice move to the upside here, we'll be okay. I don't see anything really to worry about. Like I said, once we start breaking through below these types of prices, then I'll be very concerned. So right now, getting a perfect bounce where I said. Don't expect anything lower than here. I actually have it traced here, the upward W and the movement, what I expect to happen. This is very high volatile, right? If that does that, I mean, how volatile does it get? So pay attention to the Bitcoin prices is what I'm trying to tell you. We could still fall down here. What is happening? I don't think you understand. Even if the price fell all the way down to 21.9, we are still establishing new higher lows. It's a big, big deal. I'm trying to explain it to you. It's a big, big deal. It's almost expected. I've been trying to tell you. So what's happening is this is what happens. And then all of a sudden it falls and everyone goes, oh, here we go. We're going back to the 13,000. Wait a minute. The only way we're going to do that is if this happens. Once this new higher low gets broken, which is 21,000, and I want people to understand this is very, very important. Once that 21,000 starts getting to break and we're not coming back, okay, then it's time to panic. And I don't like to use that word, but unfortunately, that's what it would take. So all you little shorties out there, and I ain't talking about the little hotties, I'm talking about the people who like to short Bitcoin on leverage, which I used to love to do. Don't get me wrong. During this short time frame, I didn't do it as often as I wanted to, but it's fun. It's really fun, especially when you're correct. Those are the 9 cryptos that are security, according to Mr. Gary Genslow. Oh, Gary, I know who you're talking about. The guy who blew up on YouTube talking about motivational, and now all of a sudden he's in crypto, right? That motivational shit ended quick. I think that's who you're talking about, but he is a nice guy, so it's nice to hear other people succeed, right, that are actually good people. So there's nothing wrong with that. I ain't going to hate. If I'm even talking about the right guy. Let's see. So this is what we're looking at for Bitcoin. I mean, this is no surprise. This is like kind of the word. What scares the living dick out of me, and excuse my French, is the big, big picture. And I don't know if anyone understands what the big picture can look like. The big picture could look like hell. I don't know if you remember, and this is all the way from January 2022. So let's start from the new year, right? Right here is the start of this new year. And don't you wish you can always refresh? All the way up here, all the way at the top, 47,300 Bitcoin. And then this is what we do. And I'm trying to show you what can happen. And please do not get scared. Do not take this as a, oh, shit. But, oh, shit. This is what could happen. And this is what may happen. So please understand, I'm kind of concerned for this definitely to happen, because what's going on is the price is getting built in. We've never been through a recession before. The feds are in denial. I mean, let's be real. So, I mean, all of the things are in order for us to be really screwed. They want you. Gary, the dude over the Fed crypto stuff, the one that lists what is security or not. Oh, I don't know. I don't think that's him then. I don't know. I can't watch other crypto guys. It's very, very difficult. I like to sometimes watch new people just for fun to see what they do and what they talk about. But I could never listen to someone's TA and watch it, because you know what it would do? It would be conflicting. And I could never give you my real opinion on what I think is going to happen, and it would really hurt the channel. It would hurt me, and you probably notice it's happening. So as you could tell, I could never do something like that. But as I'm showing you, this is pretty interesting, isn't this? This is what can happen. If you understand and if you remember, we are in a bear market, ladies and gentlemen. We're in a bear market. So let me fix this for you. Let me help you understand that even though the Bitcoin price touches that 37.2, look how effing scary this is. I need people to understand this is important. This is no joke. This is a legit scenario. This is one of the biggest falling wedges, and I don't know if the color is even correct for you to see, but maybe yellow does it. That's a nice, beautiful textbook falling wedge, FYI. If you notice, that is a textbook falling wedge. And it scares the shit out of me, but it also makes me very excited because I can pull this move off now. I actually believe in my technical analysis, as you should too. This could not happen. There could be a chance. But what we need to do is break above this price and give us that 40,000 Bitcoin. That's when I'm going to take it serious. And that's when I'm going to say there is no falling wedge. We'll be okay. The government dude, the dude that says if crypto is security or not, the government official had, yeah, I don't watch him. So I don't, maybe I don't. I don't know. Like I said, it's hard to watch them. But you have to be careful. You have to be very careful. Like people said, I like to short. Yeah, well, be careful shorting, because what happens is it becomes a short squeeze. And it's one of the worst things in the world that can happen to you, because if you get caught in a short squeeze, you're going to keep buying. And in order for you to stop getting liquidated and lose all your money. And then eventually what happens? Well, you're losing all your money anyway because the shit's going all the way parabolic to the top, and that's what happens. And then now it's happening, now it's happening, Before you know it, it's 100,000 Bitcoin, and you don't know what the hell you're going to do. That's what happens. That's what happens. So we'll see what happens. When that happens and that occurs, everyone will be flipping excited. But this is the big picture, ladies and gentlemen. We're now subsiding above the 200 moving weekly EMA. So, yeah, that's who I know. I heard about the guy. I think that's who it is. I wish I could remember it. I'm not even going to talk about it no more. But looking at this chart and looking at everything where crypto is and where it's came from, a lot of investors are excited. You believe it or not, you still have people actually saying that this was the top, it's over, and it'll never see that price again. If you believe in that, then you probably shouldn't be watching this channel. But what I believe, like I said, we're going to have to go above and break this. Really, we're going to have to break this. It's very important. Very, very important. I don't like XRP. XRP, I'm not a fan. How long could you talk about a lawsuit for? You can talk about a lawsuit and how it's going to affect the price, but yet the price doesn't do anything. I don't understand. I have to do some more research on XRP myself because I don't want to talk too much bad things about it. But we need to pay attention to this. This is what's ultimately happening. This is a dead cat bounce at its best. Okay, and what's happening is we need to find out: did BlackRock open up big institutional investors? Are we going to see a 1 trillion market cap become 2 trillion, 3 trillion, and so on? We have a 60 trillion market cap that is sitting at the wayside to jump in. And the problem is they're waiting for the feds, I guess, to completely regulate Bitcoin. I'm not sure even myself. Jerome Powell is the chair of the board. Yes, the Federal Reserve System. I do agree. Yes, that is correct. And they're going to have a meeting tomorrow. So if they're going to have a meeting tomorrow, get ready for some high volatile waves and some action coming. So I expect something big to happen tomorrow. The BlackRock deal is great. They just had an article that came out that Coinbase has now announced in the Q2 that they're down 1.1 billion. I don't feel bad for them, and I'm not worrying about them going bankrupt. What they just did with the BlackRock deal should erase all that in the upcoming quarters. So please, cry me, on my shoulder, the smallest violin playing for your ass while I'm sitting here trying to make it big, I feel a lot of ways heavy on... Well, that's what we started in my channel the other day, so I hope you watched that. That was one of the first things I spoke about, was how Taiwan and China are now getting in the mix of some type of little war, in order for Bitcoin, and in order for it to succeed the way it's supposed to, we need a war. We need the dollar. We need the currency to die. We need other currencies to go down. Bitcoin will be the one to succeed and prevail when this all happens. People will start to realize when the bank is closed on Sunday, or how about this? When I want $5,000 to $10,000 out of the bank. Can I please have my $10,000? I want to go buy a car for 10 grand real quick. Yeah, we'll get it to you by next week. No, you don't understand. I'm buying the car today. Buying it from a person, right? We're not going to a dealership, otherwise we'll just swipe away. Point being is that, well, that was another video. It wasn't this video, Joe. I think it was yesterday morning or 2 days ago we talked about that. It was a really brief, quick talking about China and Taiwan, how China is scaring everybody with that move because it's just the start of a mess, and we don't want that right now. But that's what it's going to take for Bitcoin to succeed. So we talk about the Bitcoin news. We talk about crypto news on here. Currently, right now, we're getting some high volatile waves already, and it didn't even happen yet. The Feds didn't even meet up yet. Getting back to the price, as we're just having a little talk here because it's very important. My eyes are going to be peeled for a couple things here. I'm going to be paying attention big time on the Ethereum price. That's common sense. Polygon Matic, with what we just spoke about, I will be paying close attention to Polygon Matic, okay? Waiting patiently to see where we break above that 90 cents. I forget maybe it was 99, yes, to get to the dollar and above. We talked about that. That's Matic Polygon. Chainlink. I will be paying close attention to Chainlink with this merge coming through September. That's obviously, I had to do it in my head real quick, obviously next month. September merge, the 19th of 2022. So I'm going to pay attention to the merge because it is still on the Ethereum blockchain. Talking about Link. So we'll see what Link does with the price. If Ethereum is going to make a move and it's going to really make some headway here, which it started to, I believe we will find a price somewhere here at the $12.50, $13 range. This is called Chainlink. This is where I think we will find a big resistance move. We're actually not too far from that cup. So we'll see what happens. This is just all the start of some great things. Poly-ETH. Correlate, gonna buy up more Matic. Yes. What did I buy? I bought more of this, and I can't help it. I can't help myself without loving you. Do, 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 do. I want to just do it louder, but I can't. I get in trouble. This is Harmony 1 token. Imagine when this catches up. I'm pretty excited for this. I've been buying the dip. It's been a little bit since I've gotten involved into the Harmony 1 token. A lot of people don't like it because you have to buy it through the bridge. And once it goes through the bridge, just like Solana, there was a hacker that was waiting through the bridge wallets. And what it would do was send their private keys. And their private keys would get sent. And what happens is they would intercept your private keys somehow through the hack, going through a bridge one more time, as 90% of crypto is hacked through all bridges. So when you do a blockchain through the Binance chain and you're swapping through the Uniswap and you're doing things like that, please be super careful. Make sure you always do a test. That's the number one rule when transferring crypto from one address to another. You always do a test. And if you haven't done a test before and it's never been done, you're a fool if you're going to put all of it in the one try. I'm just telling you right now. So what I'm looking at right now, Harmony 1 token. Didn't expect to do a video this long, but everybody is here. Why not, right? None of this, of course, is financial advice. Common sense on this one, because I will tell you right now, this thing takes a long time to get off. This thing takes a long time. And thank you very much, Eli. I think it is great advice. This poor son of a bee is having a hard time. But what I noticed is this. And this is one of the first times I'm starting to notice, right? New lower highs. And that, all of a sudden, seems like it wants to stop happening. So that is the first sign, and this is just a daily on the Harmony 1 token. Getting to the weekly, and I'm sorry that thing is buzzing. That is annoying the living bananas out of me. Wish I could do something, but it's too late right now. Getting to the weekly now. This is the weekly. If you pay attention, it has never caught up to what we're seeing on the daily for the RSI level 4 Harmony 1 token. Harmony 1 token all the way up here at this level was going through the roof, and this was the FOMO. The FOMO was real. As you can see currently right now, the trend is your friend to the end. Hoping that this is going to become the end. When am I going to get super excited? Well, I will be super excited right about there at the 4670 RSI level for the Harmony on the weekly, though. So it's going to take probably, who the hell knows, it may be January before we even get up here. But if it does that, we were trading somewhere here, and this doesn't always work, March 28th. So please don't take this and try this at home on all the assets and say, oh, well, Wall Street Pete said at this time it was trading now, so it should be doing it. 16 cents. There's a chance, and I want people to understand that there's a chance that this could happen when that all catches up. So as you can see, yeah, the daily was a beautiful 11-cent cup. But when we look at the weekly, we're looking at a little more of an expensive cup. And I do like that. So watch how it correlates. You'll go from the 4-hourly. You'll see the signs of the 4-hourly. Then you'll see the signs of the daily. And then that's when you'll find out that the rest of the chart is catching up. So pay attention to that, because that's what's really exciting about crypto. I find this happens a lot. It's cup and handles inside cup and handles. So that's what you got to pay attention to. Have a sip and buy the mother effing dip. So listen, we all have opinions. We all have our favorites. We all have the ones we don't like. We all have our reasons. If we all liked and agreed with the same shit, then there would be nothing different, nothing to gain, nothing to enjoy. So Be grateful that you like something else. And you know what? We all can't be rich, so please don't be touching my golden gems. I'm just kidding, of course. Of course I want people in, because the only way you're going to get in is the price action to go up, right? So if you don't like the token and everybody hates it, well, then that's a dumb investment. So there are some people talking bad about this, but guess what? I've noticed, and let me see if I can do a comparison. Daily is probably the best. I want to show you what's going on. Let's see. 37 cents, we were at its peak for Harmony 1 token. And some people like this kind of stuff. This is interesting. No one else does this kind of shit. I'm going from Bitcoin on the daily, and I'm going from Harmony 1 token on this, okay? Oh my gosh. I'm going to show you something. It's pretty cool. All right, so we already know this is the big chart, just like we were looking at the Harmony 1. We got all the highs up. Everyone's excited, right? We're partying. It's friggin' back in 2021. What a wonderful time. These are the highs. I'm having a smoke and buying crypto. Yeah, a lot of people do that. Do you know that's one of the most, do you know that drinking and smoking are one of the top 2 things people do while buying crypto? It's like I don't know what it is, but a lot of people like to drink and buy crypto, believe it or not. Let's see here. Harmony 1 token. So we're 38 at the top. And now look at the dates, right? October 21, right? October. The dates for the tops. January. Okay? Now Bitcoin. April. November. So October, we were going bananas for Harmony 1 token. Right there. We were going bananas. Do you know, while Harmony 1 token was going bananas, what was Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin was going sideways for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost 7 days before it broke out. Do you know that when it went for 7 days sideways during that time frame in October, that it went to the highest price it's ever been? That's what happens. So let me give you a little tidbit before we go. And I do appreciate everyone. It was a wonderful video. I feel like everyone was very helpful. We talked about a lot of things. What the most important thing is with this is when you're buying Bitcoin and the big investors and the whales buy this, they're going to sell their Bitcoin. They're going to put it in USD. They're going to put a stable coin, whatever they may do. Then the crypto of Bitcoin price, obviously the total crypto market cap, and Bitcoin's volume goes down, which obviously taking profits causes the price to go down. Well, now what they do is they take their profits and they measure it and put it into the altcoins. And that's where, my friends, and I'll show you real quick, the Bitcoin dominance came into play. So they have the Bitcoin dominance, and in order for the Bitcoin dominance to be seriously bullish, we have to be fighting above the 50 level. And if you look at this daily chart here, we haven't been there since December of 2020 and January 2021. So go figure. If I don't know what I'm talking about, pay attention definitely to mention. So the last time at the 50, like I said, it's been a while. And we need to be right about here. This is where we need to be in order for us to be in a serious bull run. I believe you can buy it everywhere. It's not really hard to buy. It's Harmony 1 token. You can get off so many exchanges. It's ridiculous. So if you're looking at this, like I said, what has to happen? Well, this is long, boring, sideways action. This is the Bitcoin dominance. It's a daily Bitcoin dominance chart. And if you notice, obviously, the highest we're going to be at is when we are at top peaks of times in the price, of course. Big green on the 1 hour for Harmony. Yeah, don't do that to yourself. But currently looking, if you see right here, this is what's been happening for the Bitcoin dominance, and it's been pretty accurate. So we're looking to come down from the Bitcoin dominance again. Not a surprise, causing the price to come down perhaps a little bit. This is no big deal, but this is continually happening. It's normal. So until we get this boring sideways, we're going to finally break out. You're going to find that the Bitcoin dominance is going to make its way above to the 50. We'll be hanging out somewhere probably from here, from the April of 2019. And wow, talking about the last resistance flip support, we're talking from 2019 all the way to whenever the hell we get here. So that's about a good 3-4 years, probably talking about the halving. So if you pay attention to that, we'll probably be hitting resistance right above the 50 which will then cause an altcoin season. So won't that be exciting? So if you like this information, if you're excited, just a gentleman used to work in Manhattan on Wall Street. I do miss this place very much. And as you see, the old 2019 support will probably jump up on the Bitcoin dominance, which will cause resistance, flipping the old support into resistance. No big surprise at the 50 level where we need to be. So pay attention to that chart. You know what? I want to take a picture of this because I'm going to ruin it once I get rid of it. That's very exciting to see. But if you notice, this may come right into depth of what I'm talking about. So I'm going to save this too. Let's see if this ever does happen. I'm kind of excited to see what will happen here. Currently, right now, compared to what I think is going to happen and what is happening, this is still the trend. This is still happening. And if you notice it in this form, biggest falling wedge, we are still coming down. So even though we come up to here, we're still going to need to hit resistance at the 28. That's exactly where I'm standing. Pretty excited looking at this chart. You can see anywhere from 28 to 26,000 Bitcoin just has to come above. So even though this chart is still looking bearish, and even though we are still coming down, there is definitely a price to the 26,000 to the 28, somewhere in that range. I just can't get over it. I'm looking at it. It looks strong. This is the daily chart if you're trying to catch up and find out what's happening. So big falling wedge. Eventually usually breaks out to a nice bullish pattern. This is a daily. It's going to take some time to fill out here. But please hit the like, hit the subscribe, share this with a friend if you find any of this stuff informational. We talk about the crypto news. We talk about many things. So have a great day. This is just the gentleman who used to work on the New York Mercantile Exchange with all these crazy people screaming and yelling, buy, 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 sell, sell, sell. Imagine. Wonderful place. Miss it. Love it. Please be careful in the comment section. They're getting worse. They're all going to gang up. I'm going to have 10 likes on the channel, 10 likes on a video. There's going to be 50 fucking people talking about how Ben Franklin, she is a fucking monster at trading. And she gave me 10 BTC after I gave her 4. And she's the greatest. And there's going to be 32 different people telling their story on how Ben Franklin, they're so stupid. Ben Franklin and she? The other day it was Warren Buffett. So I'm just, before I blow a gasket here and lose my mind, just have a wonderful night. If the red flag appears, obviously it is. I don't do Telegram. I don't do any of that BS WhatsApp and all that stupid stuff. Okay? Have a wonderful night. Please be careful. All I ask from you is to just pay attention to the charts, the levels. The crypto news is very important with the fundamentals in this, and the technical analysis is the only way they work together. So pay attention to all the stuff we talk about. Hit the bell, hit the all notifications, so when we do go live with some very important live news, it may be your cryptocurrency we're talking about. It may be your favorite one, so pay attention. Definitely to mention. I'm out of here like Vladimir, and we ain't talking about Vladimir Putin. Hell no. Have a great night.